Young. Yeah. Young. Yeah. I've been way too teed to ever let one of these play with me. Stay out the way with me. It get hot like a block on a day when it's 80 degrees. Top out the top on the land, it was me and Chance was in Miami like the Heat. Top out the top on the land, it was me and Chance was in Miami like Bam. If you gonna boss up, then you gotta learn how to take some losses, bro. What it cost it, bro. And it got me exhausted, bro. My rollie go 40 below. Money and loyalty, all that I know. Cardi my glasses, Cardi my... We run the city like cardio. I open my eyes and still see... And walk in the kitchen, it smell like... Woke up with a style, she driving the boat. I've been fighting my demons, I'm whipping the ghost. Proud of my glasses, proud of my lows. My brother tell me that I'm proud of you folks. Some gon' show love and some gon' hate for no reason. I'm already knowing. They try to stop me, but it's this bad. She telling me keep going. They try to lock me out, somehow still all worked out like Terrell Lawrence. They try to knock me down, somehow still get back up. And I keep going, I keep proving, I keep showing. I keep developing, I keep growing. All my favorite hoodies at a bad time.
That works for me, Renee. What kind of tips could you give fans that use this build, play hard defense, get those steals?
I'd say patience is big when playing defense. I'm more of a lanes player. I also play a lot of on ball, but mostly I kind of read the defense in the most possible way of saying, take your time, kind of gauge where the ball's going honestly, and shut down options for the opponent. So where you're able to play better defense. But patience is definitely big.
Let's talk about your 2K journey.
Starting from the visiting starting at power forward at 6'10", number 10, Jabari Smith Jr. The other guard at 6'4", number 4, Jalen Green. The other forward, 6'7", number 1, Amin Thompson. The big man, standing 7'2", number 41, Derek Anderson. The head coach of Joe.
Hello, and here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And for Houston, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Smith out there with MP. And it's Thompson in at the 3. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And Anderson drops them both. Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Jackson against Green. Jackson, the pass to Lopez. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
That's a big shot from Lopez. His accuracy from behind the three-point line is really impressive.
Yep, that one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Lillard. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Takes the 3. Lopez can't hit. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Lillard. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Anderson. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a three-point game. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Green, the pass to Anderson. Out to the right wing. Prince against Green. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Lillard. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Anderson gets the bucket.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
The Bucks trail by 9. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Oh, my. Their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the pace, you just keep going.
It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they're clinging on to the final playoff spot in the conference, trying to improve their position if possible.
I think for the Bucks, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now here's Van Vliet. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Back to Smith. Thompson passes to Anderson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 9. Last time they met in Milwaukee.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
To stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Left side Anderson. And they double up MP. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is number 1 for me. When teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis has checked in. And let's take a look now at the best rebounders in the league this season. In the 3rd spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
And here's Milwaukee now. 11-point game. Ooh, poked away. Lillard looking around. Over Van Vliet. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
There is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the 3, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
And finished off by Anderson.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Portis. After the basket by Houston. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Van Vliet outside. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Lillard. Coming off 41 points last game out.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
The Rockets lead by 10. Pass to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And here's Jackson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Portis outside. Back to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo outside. No good on the triple. Here's Smith. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
Lillard outside. Pass to Prince. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Houston with the ball. 10-point lead. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He had 25 points in his last game. Lillard passes to Prince.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Their first personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Houston's ball.
Substitution on the court.
They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Vincent. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Rockets lead by 12.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Portis finds Green. An easy 2 on the layup.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Pass to Whitmore. On the wing, Brooks. Inside. Shoots. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist by Brooks.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Lillard passes to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
And bigs like Portis can get up and make those dunks look sweet.
On the wing, Brooks. Back to Vincent. Outside Whitmore. Milwaukee with the rebound. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Yeah, and quick. Like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Rockets ahead, up by 11. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
16.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but we're continuing to go right at the defense.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. We've got Damian Lillard. Brook Lopez is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Green, and it's Trent in at the small forward position. Now here's Lillard. Trent outside. 5 on the clock. Over Eason. Offensive rebound. Bucks. Lopez. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
These are his first free throws of the game.
Lopez at the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Lopez. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Antetokounmpo is checked in for Milwaukee. And Lopez drops them both.
Yeah, one of the rare players in the league that after the age of 30, that ripe old age, Brook Lopez got better.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Jazz looked really strong. He ended up with 23 points, and as always, he was fantastic on the glass, a rebounding machine. For a star like him, though, I'm sure it felt like just another day at the office. Guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 5. Beyond the arc. And the Bucks miss again.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Van Vliet finds Eason. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Foul. Gary Trent Jr.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaches changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Now here's Antetokounmpo. No made baskets yet. Pass to Lillard. The 3 ball. That shot off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Thompson against Lillard. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Up and over Smith. The Rockets pull it in. Anderson's got 8 rebounds in the game.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Lillard. Fires the 3. Lillard drains the outside shot.
Total lack of hesitation. Lillard trusting his selections completely.
Van Vliet against Lillard. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Bucks trail by 13. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. Here's Kuzma doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Lopez, a good look. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. No points so far. Up and over Smith. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Van Vliet misses.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Kuzma for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Kuzma's got 5 points.
And connecting from the corner spot, you got to guard Kuzma from out there.
Here's Anderson. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Jackson. And finished off by Anderson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Lillard. Give him 8 points now. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Van Vliet. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Eason. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Prince is checked in for Lopez. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 14. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Anderson pulls it down. The Rockets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Thompson passes to Smith. And he comes up with a bucket. Smith's got his first points in this one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Bucks trail by 16. Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Making some changes. Şengün checked in for Smith. And it's Brooks in for Fred VanVleet. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Lillard. Prince against Brooks. Prince down low. Second chance shot. And Portis with the layup.
A big board and a bigger putback from Bobby Portis.
The Rockets lead by 14. Right side Green. Down low. Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by Portis.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
On the wing, Green. Green covering. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Houston, 4th.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Bucks trail by 16. Pass to Prince. With the teardrop. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter since being selected in the 21 draft. Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year. Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled.
Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for the Bucks.
Gary Trent Jr.
Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Kuzma. Green against Trent. It's Prince on the wing. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Prince has got his second bucket on the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
You gotta love his unselfishness. And you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And here's Milwaukee now. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Here's Portis. And no good. Houston leading by 16. Thompson goes in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Milwaukee shooting at about 34% here in this game. Here's Portis for 3. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Here's Anderson. Rebounded by Kuzma. Bucks trail by 18. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Trent for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Anderson against Kuzma. And finished off by Anderson.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Kuzma down low. Oh, MP with a block. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Houston opening up a huge gap. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
28.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. Van Fleet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amen Thompson out there with Smith. And it's Anderson in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Lillard passes to Lopez. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
3 points.
Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, no hesitation whatsoever from Brook Lopez at that range.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Bucks trail by 19. Lillard outside. And it's all from three-point range.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Thompson. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I could stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Here's Lillard. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. And there's Jackson on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Lopez with the steal. Lillard with the ball. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Lopez. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Van Vliet outside. Here's Anderson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Anderson's got 28 points for the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
They get it back. Lillard. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Houston making some changes. Eason comes in for Thompson, and it's Cam Whitmore in for Green. Here's Van Vliet with the drive, and the layup is good off the glass. Van Vliet's got 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
For 3, here's Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Lillard passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, really, this is the evolution, the point-forward concept in full display here tonight as Giannis is becoming one of the more dominant versions of that.
Now here's Eason. He's got 5.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
For Houston, Fred VanVleet taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet. The Bucks have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Now Lillard. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's something that Lopez has added to his game over the years. You really have to guard him closely on the perimeter.
And there's Anderson. That was good. On the assist by Whitmore.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Van Vliet against Lillard. Jackson outside. Pass to Lopez. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. Going inside. There's the block.
I mean, that was pure hustle by Van Vliet, giving his all to influence the shot and swat it away.
Vincent's checked in for the Rockets. Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Prince. Trent with it, guarded by Smith, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And Houston making a change here. Şengün's checked in. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Damian Lillard. Pass to Şengün. Outside Whitmore. Here's Vincent. Green covering. The baseline Jay. Counted for Vincent. Vincent's got 6 points.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And then Portis with the dunk.
And Giannis showing you we can lead the offense through him.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Portis. 6 points for him. They get the rebound. Kuzma. Eason with some nice D. The Rockets lead by 22. Here's Anderson. Outside Eason. Back to Anderson. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Anderson's got 32 points in the game.
For the performance on the offensive end, he's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Great J from Antetokounmpo, really developing that part of his game.
The Rockets have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far this third quarter.
Bucks foul. Green. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
And the first one at the line is good. Landale's checked in for the Rockets. Brooks comes in for Eason. It's also
The line since the break.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Dominating in effortless fashion. This is what Giannis does on a consistent basis.
Anderson inside, covered by Lopez. Anderson can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 19. Kicks it out to Jackson. No good on the 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Green, the pass to Anderson. And that comes off the assist by Green. Anderson's got 34 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Fred VanVleet.
Defensively, you have to stay as connected as you possibly can with Damian Lillard. He's just too good with the ball. That leads to a foul.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
You love Lillard because he loves the game. And this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands. And he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. It's 100% focused on it.
Now here's Eason. And that is showing up again later. Wow.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Out to the right wing. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Smith passes to Van Vliet. Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
The Bucks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Lopez finds Lillard. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And Lillard gets it to go.
And you see how comfortable Lillard is once he gets inside. Very patient.
Outside, Green. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And finished off by Anderson.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
Here's Lillard. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Amen Thompson from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Houston, and the look on his face said it all. Terrible news, a dislocated patella. For a team that had a playoff run in their sights, this is a serious blow. But we'll see if they can maintain their momentum. Back to you.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
First team foul. The line for 2. Anderson.
First free throw is good. Houston making some changes. Landale's checked in for Smith, and Vincent is subbed in for Van Vliet. Zeller's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Prince. Lillard passes to Zeller. Jackson surveying the D. On the attack, Green. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Assist from
Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Now here's Eason. To the inside, Anderson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jackson on the wing. Green covering. Jackson, the pass to Lillard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the...
Substitution on the court.
Here's Brooks. That one's good for 2.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Now Lillard. Trent on the wing. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith outside. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Van Vliet. Up top, Anderson. They shoot again. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Brooks from outside.
2 minutes.
Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Doesn't go that time. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball.
Bucks ball.
Houston making some changes. Landale's checked in for Anderson. Whitmore comes in for Green. And Vincent is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Green's checked in for Milwaukee. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. That's tipped. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Lillard. Eason's checked in for Smith. And both free throws good for Lillard. Now here's Vincent. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter here. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Whitmore. Here's Eason. Houston with another miss. Milwaukee has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Rockets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And I'm sure they're happy to get even for what happened the last time these teams met.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
On the wing, Brooks. Six on the shot clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. The three knocks down the triple.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And the dunk by Lillard.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Vincent outside. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.
Young. Yeah. I've been way too teed to ever let one of these play with me. Stay out the way with me and get hot like a block on a day when it's 80 degrees. Top out the top on the Lamb, it was me and Chance was in Miami like the Heat. Top out the top on the Lamb, it was me and Chance was in Miami like bam. If you gonna boss up, then you gotta learn how to take you some losses, bro. What it cost it, bro. And it got me exhausted, bro. My rollie go 40 below. Money and loyalty, all that I know. Cardi my glasses, Cardi my... We run the city like cardio. I open my eyes and still see... I walk in the kitchen, it smell like... Woke up with a style, she driving a boat. I've been fighting my demons, I'm whipping the ghost. Proud of my glasses, proud of my lows. My brother tell me that I'm proud of you folks. Some gon' show love and some gon' hate for no reason. I'm already knowing. They try to stop me, but it's this bad. She telling me keep going. They try to lock me out, somehow still all worked out like Terrell Lawrence. They try to knock me down, somehow still get back up. And I keep going, I keep proving, I keep showing. I keep developing, I keep growing. All my favorite hoodies at a bad condo. But I know this got my back like I'm Rondo. Sitting on my lap while I'm sliding through Chicago. Now we drive the boat, but when we came here, a wise man told me follow anywhere the star go. So I'm in that double lines blacker than some charcoal. Open up the side doors and scan you like a barcode. For the little, for the vato. See ya in Berea, boy, you better duck your taco. They be capping like they captain, I'm the capo. And I still a ship, go anywhere that I go. And I got the city on my shoulder like Iago. We in Miami like Martin and Will. She tryna get her a part in the film. Love it in Florida, but one California. The red bottom blues, her heart in the hills. I'm at the dock with my arm in the wheel. This ain't no movie, I'm starving for real. This ain't no job, I'm starving for real. I'm hungry for real, I'm barring for real. I'm warm for real, hands up, this a cool D-tie. Try to keep it P like a 2C drop, but we got it locked out like a 2C knot. Know that you wanna see Cool G rap, but right now you finna see Cool G rock. Big guy with a look, green bean for the dot.
I don't play cards around me. Put behind this, I dog me. I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. I'm a money harlot. $90. People falling. Gotta go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. Nobody money Scotty. Toys, drive me. Harley. Harley, I say, fuck like I want go hit Barney. Look just like Barney, man. I live it, you record it. Nighttime, he farming. Nighttime, I'm farming. New got imported. Why she think she important? Hey, old time, you know I ain't getting enough. I like my boy. She 5, son. I'm tired, I'm way too big. I know you weak, baby, don't lie. I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, I just want you already know I don't. Hey, what you doing with all that? I know you know what I mean. Got plenty and plenty cash. Life ain't nothing but feet. I hope you know that I don't. I don't play cards around me. Put behind this, I dog me. I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. I'm a money harlot. $90. People falling. Gotta go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Hey, bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. Nobody money Scotty. Toys, drive me.
This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, you know how we on it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. Shorty is watching, she know that I'm on her. Got me excited, she know that I want her. Tell me your price, she want me to spoil her. She don't like rappers, she only ballers. This for the city, this for the boroughs. They saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak, it had to be muscle. I'm from a city that nobody trusts. You get money, so even your haters will love you. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers. They know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my city. show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for the that live in my city. This is for Ricky. Soon as
What kind of approaches do you take to content creation when you sit down and make content for the fans? Is it educational, like you mentioned? Is that kind of where you focus on?
I kind of focus on more of entertainment, of having fun, not too much of the educational part, but so where you can feel free in the feeling of the game.
What kind of milestones have you hit in 2K25 with either your own play or playing with your community?
I hit level 40 every season, which is good. Really, it's more of the content creation milestones, being able to hit like 25K this year streaming, which is really good. And honestly, I mean, I grew a pretty big fan base, fun runs.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Spurs taking on the Rockets. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And the starting group for the Spurs. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And for the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Jabari Smith is out there with Anderson. And it's Eason in at the small forward. With the All-Star game behind us, Greg, what's the focus now for teams that find themselves far outside of the playoff picture?
It depends on the team, Kevin, but in my opinion, it's all about competing and building a foundation for next season. Use the time you have to consistently improve.
Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by Jabari Smith. Outside, Green. And some nice passing there by Houston. Smith surveying the D. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now, here's Fox. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Anderson, and it's Smith, top of the key. Outside, Green. Clock is at 3. A 3-ball. The Rockets again can't hit.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Zohan finds Paul. The Rockets pull it in. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
And they have to clean that up. Play smart and value the ball.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach. And he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
Van Vliet kicks to Green. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Anderson passes to Green. Vassell against Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now, here's Vassell. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
They grab their own miss. Passes it to Easton. Anderson outside. Inside. Here's Smith. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Wembanyama, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
There's the pass to Easton. And here's Green outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got 6.
Continuing to improve that three-point shot. Green hits this one.
Ball against Van Vliet. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Green dishes to Smith. Rebound San Antonio. Sohan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wembanyama. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's Green on the assist by Anderson. 8 points for him. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
For the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Jabari Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Fred VanVleet. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. Castles checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And it's Kennard in for Chris Paul. Now, here's Johnson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And the rejection by Wembanyama. San Antonio on defense. They trail by 6. Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Anderson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Brooks, the pass to Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Spurs trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
1:29 left here in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Johnson outside. From deep three-point territory. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
No hesitation. Johnson making that deep 3 look easy.
Green passes to Anderson. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
That makes him 4 out of 5. He's getting to his spots and just going to work right now.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 7-point differential. Pass to Kennard. And a miss there on the triple. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Green slams it in.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressively on.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kennard, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And Wembanyama with it. 26 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice vision from Wemby. I'm pretty sure that height helps him see the floor.
Green kicks to Şengün. Pass to Anderson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for the Spurs, Wembanyama taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Anderson. 1 second left, and Anderson slams it in.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Houston.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Castle. Sohan is out there with Johnson. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Branham in at the small forward position. To the paint. Anderson in the post. Sohan's there. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Spurs working the ball around now. Outside, Fox. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Shot clock at 5. Back to Fox. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Anderson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. San Antonio also making a switch. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Rockets leading by 8. Now the pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Branham. And there's the feed to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Fox. Fires from deep. The rebound by Anderson. And here are the Rockets now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was tremendous. He had 44 points and came out of nowhere defensively, blocking shot after shot in an incredible effort. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Eason against Vassell. Good D by Anderson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Smith, no luck.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher. And his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
That free throw missing. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting. Substitution for the first half. The Rockets on top. They finish off the second quarter with a 13-3 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
At the guard position, Van Vliet and Green. Tari Eason is out there with Jabari Smith. And it's Anderson in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Pass to Eason. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Eason's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Rockets. Spurs trail by 12. Passes it to Sohan. Back to Paul. Back to Sohan. Fires from way outside. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Vassell outside. Over Anderson. Anderson with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Then on Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup with the Kings, That's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Free throw good, Green.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
And both free throws good for Green. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Al Paul. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Wembanyama finds Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
It's Fox with the drive. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Spurs. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And checking out these Rockets, they weren't supposed to be this good. I mean, people have now started to accept that they're a real factor in how this season will ultimately play out.
The pass to Wembanyama.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Houston leading by 14. Here's Eason. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Eason's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Sohan, covered by Smith, to end the cold streak. The kick out to Fox. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Good! The energy from Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Van Vliet passes to Anderson.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Well, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Houston. Out to the right wing. The 11-footer. Shot by Eason, no good.
And not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good bets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
From G League to a big-time player, Van Vliet's journey is nothing short but inspirational.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and it's Johnson in for Vassell. Mamu Kelishvili, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Sohan, scoreless thus far. Johnson can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Smith. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And the Rockets lead by 19.
And smooth in everything he does. Nice dribble move there by Smith.
And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Shoot two. First one falls for it. 1-of-1 in the game so far from the line.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
That one misses for Johnson.
Look, he's a versatile weapon. Johnson is someone that wants to keep improving and shouldering more responsibilities on both ends of the floor.
Here's Sohan. Şengün covering. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And so it's the Houston Rockets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
55.
And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Cut, play. You just
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Spurs. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Good D by Anderson. Rockets leading by 19 points. Green dishes to Smith. Van Vliet against Paul. Now here's Van Vliet. D right on him. Anderson's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Rockets.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Green. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Fade away. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Green's got 20.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Vassell outside. Ball against Van Vliet. To the inside. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Wembanyama against Anderson. Wembanyama, no good.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his third assist on the night. San Antonio calls timeout. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Castle. Ball finds Vassell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shoots a fader. And it's Sochan missing. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Rockets. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that handle.
Spurs have gone 104 since the end of the third quarter. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Wembanyama for three.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Paul with the steal. Wembanyama outside. Paul looking around. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
It's something that's already interesting about Jabari Smith is his versatility, scoring from beyond the arc or at the mid-range. He can get points a number of ways.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Anderson with the block.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping that.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This takes real toughness. Fox getting the shot off despite the foul.
That free throw, no good. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jock Landale's checked in for Jabari Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And Vincent subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Pass to Landale. Here's Anderson. No good with the layup. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Kennard. Defended by Vincent. Kennard's shot is off. And here's Houston. They're on a 13-5 run. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Now, here's Kennard. Wembanyama, left side. Looking to get it going. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Anderson.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of near ugly, but it's getting there.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Tate, he's checked in for Brooks. And San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson's checked in for Wembanyama.
Boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete. Wouldn't you agree?
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Vincent, the pass to Anderson. Over Johnson. Misses the baby hook. Spurs shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
San Antonio ball. Shooting for San Antonio.
And so he hits the technical free throw. from outside, hands it from downtown.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Pass to Whitmore. Here's Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. That's 28 points for MP.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
To the middle, Fox with the steal. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
There's a lot of power in Johnson's game, especially when moving downhill.
When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Jock Landale. Tari Eason comes in for Tate. Jalen Green's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Vincent. Kennard, the pass to Vassell. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. Spurs passing it around. Johnson, wide open, he fires. San Antonio, again missing. VanVleet passes to Eason. Kennard against VanVleet. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Hits the three-point bomb.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith finds Anderson. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Johnson. Count that bucket.
That barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
Pass to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So we see Houston taking the W here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge.
This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my my city, this for my city. You know how we on it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. Shorty is watching, she know that I'm on her. Got me excited, she know that I want her. Tell me your price, she want me to spoil her. She don't like rappers, she only ballers. This for the city, this for the boroughs. They saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak, it had to be muscle. I'm from a city that nobody trusts. You get money, so even your haters will love you. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my city. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for the that live in my city. This is for Ricky. Soon as you step in the city, you notice who rep in the city. Stay in my city, never do play with my city, cause that ain't okay in my city. Flying, babies is mothers is crying, pray for my city. Look how we move, standing on business. All of these shoes, you never gon' miss us. Riding farms with that if I like her, I'm probably gon' this for the city, this for the ones that ain't make it. Screaming out, we made it, feel we the greatest. Show 'em we nothing to play with and give 'em a reason to hate it. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town. This for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city. You know how we on it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming.
Must not know what you just started. Me and my go gnarly. You about this party. We gon' step on regardless. Get my coin and swipe that. Now the spirit to charge. Making music. I be really March. I got hands for it. I get bands for a show. He want chance after chance after chance. No, I keep saying free little folk. Do my dance on them folks. If it's up, it's going down soon as I land on them folks. I'm crushed. Don't follow the rules, I'm real. No, I stand out, I'm special. I'm stand up like head. Oh God, you a bum, you mess. Don't stall me, I'm petty. Lying in it, I'm ready. I don't pick and choose, it's up with whoever. All my diamonds hurt, and all these members 32. Smiling in my now yo 32. CA doors open up for me. Hear the engine roar. Switch sport. I got somewhere to be, little baby. I'm important. It came with it. Yeah, that's my favorite. If he my only, I said no, but you my favorite one. Nah, for real. Yeah, Rick. I one. You mean? Nah, I can't make you mine, but I can make it. In them streets, baby, I'm a thug. I just threw 10,000 something ones in this club. I'm popping this so hard, cause I ain't used to. These ain't got no type, they want stupid.
dropped the top on the S6 Street. Fly in my ops, she didn't envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean. Bright lights like we at the garden. On P, don't get me started. Whole team walk in, we the party. If I can't make the play, I'ma lob it. If you jump, that's right on your head. Had to put him to sleep, go to bed. I'm a star, drop 50 and left. From the logo, like I'm Steph. Put it up, knock him down every time. Going hard like my life on the line. Catch me on the course, I would've dimed. Never losing, I put it on mine. How to get on, I've been laying low. It get real when it comes to the playoffs. You can fight with me, know it's a KO. And they hating, they know I'ma take off. I dropped the top on the S6 Street. Fly in my ops, she didn't envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean.
If you're not first, you're in last. Champions don't come in second. I shoot my shot like I'm Stephen. Shout out Klay Thompson, my brethren. Took around the whole universe. You know the base what I'm reppin'. Come home and sell out the Oracle. They scream my name when I step in. Courtside next to E40. Me and him kinda like Ricky and Morty. Two of the biggest and you can afford me. Being this rich is a blessing. Players think you getting swept. Not going 7. I'll be a warrior for life, but we still got love for Kevin. Yeah, work smarter, don't work harder. I took a break, need a recharger. Don't fly commercial, I need charter. Need a Zendaya like Peter Parker. Yeah. This not, but I make it look easy. Told him let's run it, I keep it 100. This champion ring diamonds dancing like breezy. This not, but we make it look easy. Told him let's run it, I keep it 100. This champion ring diamonds dancing like breezy.
I dropped the top on the S6 Street. Fly in my ops, she didn't envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean.
In love with my, I must admit I got a gutter. Shawty with the grab it, let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother slow. Cross with my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me wanna me. But left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I miss the old streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe, yeah, yeah. Clutching on the highway, riding down the strip trying to make a pick on a Friday. Always on my tip, wanna get at me sideways. Wanna trip, we gon' better high rate. I'm still with the but not the same homies. I done lost the chain and watch some change on me. I walked through the rain, they watched it rain on me. I took all the pain, they left the blame on me. I ain't want the fame, I swear the fame chose me. Tried to switch my lane, but it still came on me. Really hate this game, I use the same old cheat. I see baloney, still the same old me. They can't wait for me to break, they just wanna steal my way. Go to war up the score for the then they still hate. I do more for by the day. I'm gon' for my that laid away. In love with my I must admit I got a cutter. Shawty with the grab it, let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother slow. Cross with my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me wanna me. But left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I miss the old streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
If you're still clapping away before every game, there's another way to express yourself before and after a game in the city.
Here's a fast break on setting up your emotes for pre- and post-game lineup screens. Begin by opening up the main menu and choosing animations. In the animation store, visit Park and Rec intros.
Coming up next, Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant, a look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Batase in at the center position. And for Houston, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Whitmore is out there with MP. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Well, Clark, more or less in the home stretch here. How does it feel to have the year winding down?
Well, on many levels, it feels good. I mean, you know, the postseason is upon us, and that'll ramp things right back up. The season may be ending, but the excitement is just about to start again.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Free throw good, Wagner. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Just 5 on the clock. Anderson. It's rebounded by Batase. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Anderson inside, guarded by Banchero. Outside for Green. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Suggs. And here are the Magic now. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Suggs to the wing, right side. The 3 from Banchero. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The ball's knocked loose. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Wagner. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Really good quickness in transition that time from Wagner, using those long strides to cover ground quickly.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Wagner for 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Van Vliet against Suggs to the paint. And there's Anderson. That was good. On the assist from Van Vliet.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. And Anderson over to help. The three from Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
Timeout called. Houston. Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
Anderson laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Anderson's got 6. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Wagner. He's guarded closely. Latase down low, working on Şengün. Takes a 3. Oh, MP with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Wagner. Bitadze, the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And here's Green from the arc. He drops it from range.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Suggs surveys the D. Pulls up. Kept alive.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. 7-point differential. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Green covering. Caldwell Pope. The pass to Banchero. Anderson pulls it down. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Really good body control by Green. He's able to adjust off the contact and do so at a really high level.
And the Magic making a change here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bitadze. Olynyk comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Here's Black. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Carter, good.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Vincent passes to Anderson.
2 minutes.
And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Orlando leading by 4. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged, physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Basket counts. Anderson's got 10.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Wagner against Eason. To the middle. MP with the block. Outside for Green. From the arc. And they get it back.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Black, still without a bucket. Wagner, the pass to Anthony. Back to Wagner. MP the block. Here's Green. He nails it, and we're tied. Give him 8 points now.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Olynyk against Smith. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
That's their first person.
The free throw drops for Anderson. With 1 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Rockets on top, up 3. And we'll be back with you shortly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or trap shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
On the court for the Magic, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs, and it's Black in at the small forward position. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He dropped 35 points, and he couldn't be kept off the glass. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And how about the Fred VanVleet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
Anderson passes to VanVleet. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Black. MP with the block. Green with the ball. And Anthony picks him up defensively. Right side Anderson. And that comes off the assist by Green. And now it's a 6-point Houston lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Black. Yet to see a basket. Here's Banchero. Orlando again missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Anderson passes to Green. Back to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pass to Suggs. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. And it's good. 2 points. Anderson's got 8 here in this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Suggs finds Anthony. To win the drought. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Batadze. The Rockets pull it in. Anderson's got 9 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense. Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Here's Anderson. And there's Green on the assist by Anderson. Anderson's got 3 assists now in this one.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Orlando calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So for the Rockets, Şengün checked in for Green. Eason comes in for Brooks. And Whitmore subbed in for Green. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Batadze. Olynyk comes in for Paolo Banchero. Franz Wagner checked in for Black. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Suggs. Outside Eason. Inside Anderson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for Anderson.
Anderson, 2 shots.
And Anderson drops them both. Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Outside Carter. Will it go? The shot, no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anderson's got 27 points.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch him.
Outside Carter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Şengün.
When you score the ball like Carter Jr. does, defenses are going to be all over you.
It's his first trip to the line. And so it's Houston with plenty of breathing room.
Your Rockets, 64. The Magic, 31.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Houston leading by 23. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. MP is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Whitmore in at the 3, small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys. But it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And for the Magic, they're shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Pass to Batadze. Got a piece of it. And here's Van Vliet. Goes up from the top of the key. Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got 6 rebounds in the game. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Here's Banchero. He's got 7. Suggs outside. Over Van Vliet.
Excellent D by Van Vliet. You know, he gets lower than the guy he's defending, and that gives him leverage for the contest.
Anderson passes to Green. Wagner against Anderson. And he makes it on the layup. Anderson's got 31.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Wagner outside from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Houston.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Anderson with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Wagner against Green. Back to Anderson. Clock at 6. Count it. Anderson's got 33.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now Caldwell Pope. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. The 3 from Suggs. Drills it from deep. Suggs has got 5.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anderson. Over Banchero. Off with the layup. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. There's Wagner off the drive. Misses from short range.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Van Vliet against Suggs. The shot misses. Nice D from Anderson. Houston has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. It's hauled in by the Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Banchero, no good.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Here's Green. Yep, count it. 10 points for him.
Green is so agile. Even when Jalen has the ball in his hands, he can outrun a lot of guys.
Suggs with it. He's got 5. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer, no good.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Whitmore. Nice D from Wagner. Orlando has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Good work there as it goes. Wagner's got 9.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
They get it back. Anderson against Banchero. Second shot opportunity. Outside Whitmore. It's rebounded by Banchero.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Suggs outside. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Banchero no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Baseline try. It's good. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, a smart shooter. I like watching Van Vliet measure the defense and stick them with the J.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in, setting the floor for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Goga Bitadze is out there with Banchero, and it's Black in at the one. Caldwell Pope. And that one is stuffed right through.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
Van Vliet finds Green. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his 5th assist in this one. For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this 4th quarter. Black passes to Banchero. Green with the defensive effort.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Love how Van Vliet kind of sneaks in there, and he does such a good job taking angles.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Bitadze, the pass to Wagner. Here's Black, guarded by Van Vliet. MP with the block. Sinks it from distance. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Anderson can't get it to go.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
The first one falls. Mark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly. Player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Wagner, the pass to Olynyk. Now here's Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. No good that time. Nice D from Anderson. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Green. And stolen by Banchero. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered by Tate. Outside Olynyk. Wagner on the wing. Green covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Banchero's got 22 points.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
And there's the rejection. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Black.
Cole Anthony.
Cuts off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And it's slammed in by Carter.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
Vincent outside. It's Tate on the wing. Outside, Green. And again with the rebound. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Outside Carter. Poke loose.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today. Relentless in crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Outside Carter. Shoots from 12. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Vincent outside. Van Vliet outside. Here's Anthony. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Very soon.
I'm righteous above the law.